What's happening, Whomitmay? This is Bobby D. Now, I know it's Saturday night and everybody's kind of just hanging out around. I don't know if you might be out there having fun, but as for me, I'm stuck at the house because it's the first of the month, and you know what that means. You got to pay them bills, which means that you don't have a whole lot of money in your budget for going out and doing a thing. Anyway, that's sad, but I want to have fun. Absolutely do want to have fun, and I am waiting on after hours to start, and that will be happening around 10 o'clock this evening over on B Rich's channel. You guys should go over there and subscribe, and then hang out in the chat with us later on. But anyway, while I was waiting and why I haven't had anything to do today, I thought it would be cool if we looked at one of my favorite inventions, the Lazy Susan, and see who invented it. And actually, I think I'm going to start doing I'm going to do a series of these videos. Who invented that? So let's take a look. Now it's time for Who Invented That? Today's episode is about the Lazy Susan. So let us begin. See, some of you crazy people out there in the internet world believe it. The Lazy Susan was created by Thomas Jefferson. Now, I've heard tell that's a load of bullshit. Even some of those people believe that the reason why he invented it in the first place is because his daughter was complaining that she wasn't getting enough food. Damn, Thomas Jefferson got a fat ass daughter. That's right, I said fat ass daughter. I'm sorry, Mr. Jefferson. I didn't mean to make fun of your fat ass daughter. Really, the culprit here is furniture stores, furniture industries. They just about sell you anything, and they're gonna sell it to you at incredible savings. We already know the people in furniture stores are terrorists.
Mattress, swing price. King mattress, swing price. Store wide sale all day long. Oh my God! We'll never forget.
New at 5, that is just a snippet of an ad right in San Antonio that is causing outrage, with some critics calling its reference to September 11th attacks tasteless and offensive. Now, the ad you saw there showed 2 stacks of mattresses piled up, then collapsing to the ground, while the owner of the store says, "We will never forget." News 4 San Antonio's Amanda Weber talked with the owner of the store, who's now apologizing. Amanda?
Well, Randy, Miracle Mattress is located just off 410, and they've already taken that ad off of their Facebook page. But you can see where here today they've apologized to the public, and the comments continue to grow.
We are not hate, we are love. We are somebody that stands out. We're Miracle Mattress. We make miracles happen.
We're Miracle Mattress. We make miracles happen.
If you're interested in seeing the original video where that lady gave the worst excuse of an apology I've ever seen in my life, then the link is in the description box down below, where you can go over and take a look for yourself. I'm mostly doing that so they don't tackle me with some kind of copyright bullcrap, you know what I'm saying? Let's get back to what we was talking about. The Lazy Susan used to be called something entirely different. Something that we know today, and is still being used today, just like it was in the late 1800s. It was called the dumbwaiter in those days. Now, many products have been called a dumbwaiter, but I thought it was very interesting that this was one of the first machines to begin to replace the working habits of the human beings. This is the beginning of the robot age. Even though it had been used for over 100 years now, and nobody had put a patent on it, it still wasn't called the Lazy Susan. It was called the self-waiting table when Elizabeth Howell filed for a patent in 1891. It wasn't until 1903 that the Lazy Susan was called the Lazy Susan by the Boston Journal. I have no idea if this is the right graphic or not. I just like playing with this stuff on the screen. Fairly certain that this would be, though. Fairly certain. They expected this to blow up big. They expected it to be huge. They expected it to replace all the servants in the United States. Still haven't had enough? So here's another page in this crazy mystery that we've unleashed about the Lazy Susan. Back in 1848, it was reported that the Lazy Susan was being used in a commune in Oneida, New York. Now, this made it easier for them to pass around food in such a large community-based dining area. This article here goes on to say more about their sexual behavior. It seems that they were a polygamist in many senses of the word, but yeah, we're not going to go into that. Really didn't solve anything. We didn't come to any conclusion there. Yes, we seen that Elizabeth Howell got the patent, but it had been used for hundreds of years before that, and both Thomas Jefferson and Thomas Edison, as a matter of fact, had their names tied to this invention, and a lot of people believe that that was just kind of like folk etymology. I don't know what to believe. I didn't find any concrete evidence, but if I were to say anyone invented it, I would probably say that the Chinese did, because they needed a way to pass around dim sum. hmm hmm Yep, I think that's what happened. Anyway, if you guys like that, please leave me a comment down below and let me know. I'm thinking about making more of these, but I'm not going to do that without your consent, because this is your channel, and I want to hear your feedback. Please hit the like button or the dislike button, whichever may be the case for yourself. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Anyway, you guys are Whomitmay. My name is Bobby D. We are concerned. Y'all take it easy.